Hello everyone! Today I'll be showing you how to make Kozinjak, which is a Macedonian sweet bread that is usually baked during the Easter holidays. So to start with it, we will need 1/3 of a cup of lukewarm milk, 2 tablespoons of flour with 1 tablespoon of sugar, 6 tablespoons of instant dry yeast, 5 cups of all-purpose flour, 2/3 of a cup of lukewarm milk, 1/3 of a cup vegetable oil, 2/3 of a cup sugar, 3 eggs at room temperature, 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence, 3 teaspoons of orange or lemon zest, 3/4 of a cup of raisins, and now we'll start making it. So I'll add the flour, sugar and yeast to the 1/3 cup of milk. Mix that together well and leave it to activate for 10 minutes. In the meantime, crack the eggs in a bowl and start whisking them either with a fork or a whisk. And then add the milk, the sugar, the oil, and the vanilla, and keep on whisking everything well together. Once done, put to the side. After the 10 minutes, bring in the flour and make a well in the center. Add the egg milk and oil mixture and the yeast milk mixture. The orange or lemon zest, and start mixing everything well together until a dough has formed. Once the dough starts coming together, start kneading it. You can do that either inside the bowl if you feel comfortable, or if you would like to put it on a bench, which I find better. And if you feel that the dough is a little bit dry, you can add more milk, just 1 tablespoon at a time. I ended up adding 6 tablespoons. So it depends on how dry your flour is and how big the eggs are. Just keep kneading everything until the dough becomes elastic and smooth. It would take you 10 to 15 minutes of good kneading. Once you're done, put it back in the bowl, cover it, and leave it to proof for 1.5 hours in a warm place. After 1.5 hours, the dough has risen quite nicely, so I'll put it back on my bench and knead it again for 5 minutes. Put it back in the bowl, cover it, and leave it to proof for a second time for 45 minutes. After the second proofing, we can see that the dough has doubled in size again. So I'm just going to take it again and put it on my bench. Spread it out a little bit, and now I'm going to add the raisins. Just put them on the surface like that, and then And then I'll start kneading the dough until the raisins distribute well in the dough. Just knead it for probably 5 minutes. So now I'll cut the dough. Into 4 pieces, 4 equal pieces. I'll leave 3 of them, and then the 4th one I'll cut it again in half. I'll grab my first big quarter and turn it into a rope. And now I have my main 3 strands, and I'll be making a 3-strand braid. It's okay if it breaks, you just stick it together and keep on braiding. Once the braid is formed, I'll transfer it into my baking tray, which I've lined with parchment paper. And form it into a circle. And now I'll bring the 2 other pieces and form them into ropes again, and form a rope braid just by rolling them around one another like this, and then make a spiral out of that, and then put that in the middle. Of course, you can skip that and just make a 3 strands braid that you then form into a spiral or a circle. Try and pinch all the sides together so that you have a form like a closed loaf, and then cover it and leave it to proof yet again for 45 minutes. After that, I'm preheating my oven to 180 degrees, and now I'm just gonna brush the surface of my bread loaf with milk. You can do that with egg wash as well. And then I'm sprinkling some sesame seeds. This is optional, but it is the traditional way. And then I'm just patting them so that they will stick to the surface. And then I'll put it in the oven to bake for 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how strong your oven is. And what you want is this golden color. Once it's done, just remove it and leave it to cool a little bit in the mold before transferring it into a cooling rack, and enjoy it with butter, with cream cheese, with clotted cream, or with jam. I hope that you will try this recipe and that you will like it, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and on my blog. Bye!